Diabetics joined Democratic lawmakers this morning to make a plea for affordable insulin. The group is pushing for the Alex Smith Insulin Affordability Act, named after a Minneapolis man who died after rationing his insulin because he couldn't afford it. Governor Tim Walz and Democratic lawmakers say the bill is a compromise between their ideas and Republican ideas. John Lauritsen was at the Capitol today to see how both sides want to tackle the rising price of insulin.
My insulin went up from $269 to $324 in the month of December for no reason.
People with type 1 diabetes are talking numbers, in particular how the high cost of insulin has forced them to ration the life-saving drug.
I am on disability and I receive $1,200 a month. My insulin costs are over $900 a month.
Democratic leaders say their plan to help diabetics can begin immediately. They say the focus is on those most at risk, including the uninsured and people with high out-of-pocket costs. Part of the legislation includes a fee on pharmaceutical manufacturers to cover emergency insulin expenses. Democrats are asking for $1 million from the state to set up the program and they estimate there'll be about a $10 million cost to pharmaceutical companies, an expense they believe the companies can afford.
There are 3 insulin manufacturers that control the entire global supply of insulin, essentially. Those 3 companies had $80 billion in revenue in the last 12 months.
That's why I'm here today, because we cannot continue to sit by and wait. Each and every day that we delay taking action puts another Minnesotan life at risk. How many more have to die before something gets done to reduce the skyrocketing price of insulin?
Republicans responded by saying they're adding an emergency provision to their insulin proposal.
The Republican plan is not to focus on punishing manufacturers, but to make sure that Minnesotans have access to stable, reliable, and affordable supplies of insulin.
Senator Eric Pratt of Prior Lake says he's looking for the state and insulin manufacturers to share costs.
We've really tried to work on this in a nonpartisan fashion, with the understanding that we just want to help Minnesotans.
In St. Paul, John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
Both sides said that they were close to an agreement a couple months ago before talks cooled off. They hope this restarts talks before the session begins February 11th.